Welcome back to this week's LMS News. This week's topics are dress code and learning how to be a successful communicator. A few of our fellow students at LMS have ideas on dress code, so we invited them to share their thoughts about it.
I'm here with Troy Broomsma, and today we're going to talk about the dress code. So Troy, what do you think about this dress code?
I think it's rigged.
Why do you think it's rigged?
Because I feel like that they're mainly picking on girls because of how they want to be dressed and why they want to be dressed like that.
The next question I have is, how do you think we could change this dress code?
I think that you guys can change it by letting the girls wear some stuff that they want to wear, like spaghetti straps. I mean, don't ask me how I know this, but all that, V-necks if they want and that. Yeah.
Another question is, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but who do you think is getting more distracted, teachers or students?
I mean, not gonna lie, I haven't been really paying attention to that, but I have noticed in 7th or 6th grade, mainly teachers, especially in 7th.
What are the main clothing? What clothing do you think is getting more attention of getting dress coded?
I think shorts, shorts, pants, crop tops, tank tops, some dresses and that, and etc.
From what grade levels do you think is getting dress coded the least and the most?
I think 6th grade is getting dress code the least, and then I think 7th grade is getting dress code the most.
Okay, and that's it. I'm here with Allie Fremo, and today we're going to ask you some questions about the dress code. So Allie, what do you think about this dress code?
I think this dress code can be either compromised or changed because some of the rules just don't make sense.
How do you think we could change this?
I think we can change by letting people wear something they're comfortable with, and it doesn't matter if it's exclusive or not.
You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but who do you think is getting more distracted, the teachers or the students?
I think the teachers are getting more distracted because students don't really come up to teachers and say, hey, I feel like so-and-so is getting distracted. I'm getting distracted by them.
What main clothing is getting the most attention of dress coded?
Definitely tank tops, crop tops, shorts, and things like that.
From what grade level is getting the least amount of dress code, and what is the top grade level that is getting dress coded?
I think that 6th grade is definitely the least, 8th grade is in the middle, and 7th grade is at the most.
We're here with Allie Fremo, Troy Brunsma, and Joey Nelson, and today we're going to ask them some questions about the dress code. So guys, how many students per year do you think get dress coded?
Probably 150 and 200.
How many students do you think get dress coded in a day?
Probably
And one last question, do you guys have anything else to say about the dress code, or any new or more information you would like to say?
No. Well, last week was definitely a cold one. Let's go to Logan to see how the weather looks for this week.
For Tuesday, the 18th, the high will be 38. It will be cloudy and the low of 26. For Wednesday, 19th, there will be a high of 28. It will be partially cloudy and a low of 11. For Thursday, the 20th, there will be a high of 19. It will also be partially cloudy, and we will have a low of 9 degrees. Friday, 21st, high of 23. and a low of 16. It will be partially cloudy. Tuesday 18th, high of 38, a low of 26. It will be cloudy.
Important, LMS is a school that strives to be the best role models we can be. One of the most important skills we can have is being successful communicators. Let's take a look at what to do and what not to do.
Hey, yo, bro, give me my homework, man.
This isn't your homework.
I need my homework.
No, this is
bro,
my drawing.
This is my math class,
no.
bro. It's for math. Bro.
No, this is my homework drawing. Whoa there! We're a school building. We should be using respectful language and a professional tone, dude.
Oh, man, all right. Maybe I should keep my language on an appropriate level. Thank you for reminding me, man.
No problem. You want your math homework back?
So many missing assignments. Like, I have 15 and it's from science and math. Like,
This just isn't right. Let's take a look at what a good listener looks like.
I have 15 missing assignments in math and science.
That's a lot.
I know. And I'm so stressed right now.
What are some stuff we could do for our presentation? We can talk about World War I, World War II, presidents like Abraham Lincoln or George Washington, or we can talk about Pearl Harbor. We could talk about technology, agriculture, states, and like Wyoming or something like that.
Has this ever happened to you? Have you just wanted to deck a person across the room because they won't be quiet? Well, let's take a look at what a quiet talker looks like.
So what is some stuff we could do for our social studies presentation? Like we could do World War I, World War II, like presidents like Abraham Lincoln or George Washington.
I think that's a good idea. We should do that.
You steal my Brussels sprouts? You steal my Brussels sprouts? You trying to go right now? Bro, you trying to go right now? Dang.
This just isn't how you solve a conflict. Let's look at the correct way to solve one.
Bro, my fault. But why'd you take my Brussels sprouts?
I don't even know, man.
Bro, I was gonna eat those.
Yeah, well, I didn't know they were here, so like I'm mad.
It's not bad, bro. Yeah,
Every week, we will be highlighting a teacher here at LMS. We will take this opportunity to sit down and ask them a few questions. This week, we sat down with Mr. Blink. Let's see how that went.
Favorite basketball manager?
Who is my favorite basketball manager? I would say it's a little early in the season to make those proclamations of who my favorite manager is. I just really appreciate having young men and young women willing to help out a program.
Does Mr. Blink actually blink?
Do I blink? You know, it's funny because I had an eye doctor's appointment on Monday, and the optometrist told me that when I blink, that like my tear ducts don't produce enough tears, I guess, right? And so my eyes are dry. So she gave me something that I'm supposed to, some eye drops, you know. So I blink, but when I blink, my eyes are a little too dry.
What's your favorite food?
Oh gosh, I could go on for days. I would say, you know, I'm kind of an old soul. Mrs. Molaski likes to say that I'm like an old man, right? So one of my favorite foods is perch from Teebles, you know, kind of an old traditional great restaurant of Northwest Indiana. Sorry, Julia. Yeah.
What's your favorite memory from middle school?
Oh, of me teaching or when I was in middle school?
When you're teaching.
Well, I've broken up a few fights. I don't really like fights, but I like to, you know, just prove to myself that I can do it, you know, in a worst case scenario. Boy, one of my favorite highlights. I don't know, probably I would say just listening to the questions that kids have, you know, them trying to relate certain things to other things always gives me, you know, laughs.
What's your best dad joke?
My best dad joke. I've only been a dad for 11 years, and I don't really think that dad jokes are a thing, you know? I truly believe that certain people need like jokes to be funny. Other people are just funny, you know? And so I don't really like the whole idea of dad jokes.
That concludes this week's LMS News, and thanks for tuning in. And remember, how will you inspire the world around you today?
These are all mine today.
Show them what's up. Hang on, how do you zoom out on this thing?
All right.
Dude, that dance was fire. Hey, Aiden, break dance.